So one of the great things about the Solis 59PX is it has this pop top, so it allows for additional sleeping space and capacity overall. But the only kind of bad thing or downside to it is that it has this tent-like fabric, which holds up very well. However, they put this screen on the front of it, material, to get some cross breeze in, and as you can see, it doesn't hold up very well. And there's been multiple times where I've tried to like sew it closed, but it just gets more ripped throughout. So I've come up with a plan to just cut it out, and then I bought some of this thicker screen material from Home Depot. So it's a little thicker, you can kind of see. So it hopefully doesn't rip as easy. So what I want to try to do is cut out this one that's existing and then put in this one and sew it in. Now I've got this hand sewer, this little mini hand sewer that I picked up on Amazon, and it seems to work pretty good in other applications. So we'll see how it works out with this. Fingers crossed. Basically sewn on here, doubled over and sewn onto this seam, and then up here looks like the same thing. So see how it works out. All right, so the sewing method doesn't look like it's gonna work because the mesh doesn't allow the thread to go through and stay put. It was just pulling right out. So luckily I found another method. I saw people on YouTube just using a soldering iron and burning the screen, and that seems to work. So we're going to try that. In order to get a pattern drawn of the existing screen size, we used a piece of chalk to draw an outline of the old screen laid against the new screen material, and then cut out the pattern. So it seems like there should be an easier way to get a pattern drawn out of it, but this looks like this is going to be the method. All right, we've got our line drawn, and I made a little movement, so we've got two lines drawn. So we're going on the outside line instead of the inside line. All right, so now the next thing would be to do is to cut. Once the pattern was cut out, we lined up the first corner of the new screen, placing it directly on the seam of the existing screen, and began to melt the screens together. So like if you smear it, it really like glues it on there.
About a fifth of the way done.
This is very, very tedious, but it's holding on pretty good. All right, it's going good. We got a technique going with the spoon, and we're just taking a little intermission. So you take the spoon and create a backing, a rounded backing, so it makes it easier to smear it on. The moment of truth, we finished, and it was about, I don't know, maybe an hour total time. But this is the finished product. So it's pretty good.
I mean, if the goal is to not get bugs in it, then...
So we'll zip it up and see how it holds up. So this stuff, we just left the screen in place. Doesn't look the best, but I guess worst case scenario, we could just cut all this out eventually, but I want to see how that other one holds up first. So I'll come back tomorrow and check it. But it seems to be pretty tight, so I'm gonna call that a win for tonight. So we'll check it tomorrow. Wanted to see how this thing held up in the morning, and it looks like it's pretty good. After a few rentals, sitting in the sun, and dealing with other weather elements, the screen seems to have maintained its grip and is still holding strong. I'll keep an eye on it over the next few months and give any updates if there's any changes. If you have any questions for me, leave those in the comment section. And thanks for watching. Take care.